Hey friends, today I am decorating my social media planner for the week of April 31st March 31st through April 6th. And I'm going to use a couple of these hummingbird stickers from the Dollar Tree. These are actually wall decals, but I'm going to use maybe one of these. And then I pulled out some boxes and also this Play Anything Springtime sticker book. Might pull a couple things from here. And then I have my Ohuhu brush markers as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by whiting out these areas. I do this every week. I just like to personalize this more for myself. And I know I want to use one of those big stickers. I'm leaning towards this really pretty purple one, or maybe this one. I'm thinking maybe this one here in the corner. So I'm going to grab a piece of wax paper. Not the best tearing of that, but I want just a piece for over here. And let's look at these. Oh, this one is the same. This one's pretty too, but I really like this purple one. So let's grab that one. And I think I was going to add it to the corner here, but it might also be fun to add it up higher, because I could add it up here and still have room to use this, or I could go ahead and add it down here in the corner. Have room for my social media boxes and still have functional space over here. So let's see, let's do that. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be way too big to add on this side. That would take up a lot of room, but we might be able to add one on this side. I'm going to be real careful pulling this off. I don't want to rip anything. Let's see. I could potentially add one here by cutting off a little bit of it. Maybe if I do something like that where I still have some room both on Friday and Sunday. All right, let's go for it. These are very sticky, so I think once they're down, they are down and they're not going to be moving. So let's maybe do something like this. A good amount of it's going to be coming off the edge here, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and trim that. I think these would be fun to use in like my memory planner as well. Maybe not my classic catch-all, because I do keep track of so much like daily to-dos and things. It really did cut a whole lot of the hummingbird off, but I still think that's okay. So if we put that there, then maybe we should put this one up top instead of having them both at the bottom. So I'm going to try to cover up this with the wing. And I want to make sure the beak stays on here. Let's see. Here we go. All right, let's trim. So we were able to get a little bit more of the hummingbird on this side. Okay, cute. That's really fun to use stickers or like use things that aren't necessarily traditional stickers in your planner. And I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them left. So plenty to use somewhere else. Now I was going to use my hoo-hoo to write my dates, but now that we have this here, that would just take up a lot of room if I did the big ones, but I still think I'm going to use a color and write it instead of using my stickers. So let's see. I always struggle to open this. I'm thinking maybe a purple. Maybe this pretty purple. All right, so Monday is the 31st. And then that makes Tuesday the 1st. And I can squeeze that in over here. All right, awesome. So we are dated. Now, let's grab some stickers and maybe one of the springtime quotes from here. So I like to have my social media boxes. And then let's take a quick peek at quotes in here. Life is in bloom. So maybe we'll grab that quote, and don't think there's anything in here. I don't really want to mix anything. So let's grab this quote. And I could add it right here with the hummingbird, or I could add it down here. But let's grab a couple different boxes. So I could do purples, greens, maybe even add some pinks, some blues. I think I could use this dark blue from the Planny Thing book. So let's grab a dark blue, and I could use this green, kind of matches that. And let's see if we have a purple. We have a darker purple. We could use this darker purple. Okay. So we got those boxes. Let's grab one of each of these colors for the other side of the page. And let's see. Let's do maybe a bright pink. So let's do a bright pink. We could do probably this pink as one of the headers. Or actually, I think I like this hot pink better. So we'll stick this back in here. And you know what? I think I'm going to grab this long box as well. All right, so let's start on this side and put some boxes down. I'm wondering if I want to add this long box here. And I realized I didn't grab any washi tape, so I need to grab some washi tape. And that's crooked. It's just going to stay crooked. I'm not even going to try to peel it up. All right, so we have that. Let's grab maybe a light purple header for here. And then I do need a box. Grab the bigger purple for here. All right, and then let's work on adding our 3 colors for social media, and then we can figure out exactly where we want to put our quote. So let's bring maybe to a little cluster. All right, there we go. I'm really putting boxes on crooked today. Let's bring this one over and add the colors over there. And let's see, do I want to add any washi? Let me grab my little bin here. I've got like some pink, this yellow and pink, maybe just this skinny pink grid. Now, do I want to add washi down, or is that going to be too much? Because I have a lot going on. So maybe we'll add some there and here. Maybe we won't do 4 days. And this washi is from Plannything. Then let's grab a couple of these boxes. Do a little cluster here. And then maybe we'll bring these 2 together and do a little cluster of boxes here. And then I don't think I need this one because we have this. But I usually put, sometimes I put a box here. So let's maybe do this. Let's add some of this washi across, and then we can add this pink box, and then we're bringing that pink from this side over here. And then I'll bring some of this washi over on this side to it here, or I want to put it up there, maybe right here. And kind of bring in some of that on this side of the page. Okay. Not sure I'm loving that, but we're going to leave that for now. All right, now let's figure out where we want to put our quote. I think it could fit down here, or we could still bring it right here with the bird and kind of layer it with the box. I'm kind of liking that. Let's do this. I still have room to write here. I still have room to write here, but I do feel like we're missing something there. I guess I could toss in a couple butterflies, but I don't really want to mix. And I don't think I have a hummingbird that could fit there. Potentially. But I think a lot of it would get cut off if we put it there. I think you would just like see just a little bit of it. I potentially could put one here. Let's go for it. Let's use some of these large stickers up. So I will probably have to punch out another one of these holes. Let's see. Don't want it to take up that whole area, but I could. All right, let's do this. It's gonna overlap these boxes a little bit, but that's okay. But I'm gonna have to fix that hole, but I don't even think I need to bring out my hole punch for that. Just use my scissors for it. All right, I'm going to cut this one up here a little bit off because it's not cutting the best. So it's going to kind of be cut a little further than the hole, but it wasn't, my scissors were really not cooperating. And then we have a little piece here that just needs to be moved. All right, there we go. So I have my holes cut out and we added another little hummingbird. Okay, this is cute. Now I like to go ahead and add some bullet points. Let's do maybe my really light pink. And we'll add a couple things on Monday, a couple on Tuesday. We'll do like one thing on Friday, one thing on Sunday. And then I've got room in the boxes, room here for functional, and lots of functional space over here for the week. So that's a super fun way of using things that you might not necessarily think about using in your planner. But I still have plenty of the stickers left. Let's grab my planner. We can pop the pages back on, and I will be all ready for April and a new week. So thanks guys for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I will talk to you soon. Bye.